Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them
Who could forget May 18th, 2024, Tyson Fury versus Usyk right here at the Kingdom Arena. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Kevin Flushing Flash, King Rock. And this one has all of those big fight feels. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Caution is being thrown to the wind. They exchange punches. Oh, what a punch. Well done with that counter shot. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them. More than happy.
A perfect counter lands. He misses with that jab. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? When are we going to see a jab from these two? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Kelly in that last round. Well, he is. There's the bell to start round two. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
Sluggers will hit anything and everything. Your head, your ear, your elbow, your rib, your belly button. They are an absolute terror.
You don't want to trade shots. Nice counter shot. The right hook misses. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react them. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Kelly in that last round. The bell rings and we start the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head slays again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And out of the way, that right hook. Nice counter shot. Both want a highlight reel knockout. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Missing with the hook. And he misses with that straight left. One punch could change everything in this battle. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Kelly. And there's the bell to start round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Misses with the straight left. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That counter punch caught him clean. Through the straight left, but it won't score. He just misses with that jab. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Kelly in that last round. Time for the 5th round. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Well, you know with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
No rest for the weary. Beautiful counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter. That hook just can't find the target. Is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Kelly in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. Let's start the 6th. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Kevin Kelly just got rocked. It appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
The courage on display here is incredible. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He threw the hook, didn't land. Ooh, Kevin Kelly took a sharp shot there. One punch away from getting the momentum back.
3 days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Kelly in that last round. There's the bell to start round 7. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Punch and just got countered. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
These punches coming from every angle. That counter shot lands. There's a counter shot. These two were made for each other. Both men step back for just a moment. Beautiful counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Kelly in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. Round 8, and we're off again. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
These two featherweights are going to let their hands go. You know that.
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Had a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good counter punching. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought it was...